Hello, listeners. You're listening to K-Pod, hashtag Kera Podcast. This is host Jyotsna. Today's episode is about OTT connections. OTT stands for over the top, which means the content provider is going over the top of existing internet services. In OTT channels, content is delivered over the high-speed internet connection. It does not require any cable video infrastructure. There are so many OTT platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime, AHA, etc. There are so many advantages because of OTT platforms. Nowadays, all are having smartphones with good internet connections so that people can see movies or web series on OTT platforms from the comfort of their house. As theaters are closed, OTT platform helps us a lot during this pandemic, where so many producers decide to release their movies. It is also safe to watch movies or web series etc. in OTTs rather than going to theaters. OTT video subscriptions represent a new business model built around ongoing customer relationships. Usually, platforms spends money to make or buy its content, and then the content is sold by charging a charge from the audience or users. OTT platforms in particular are investing heavily in the content creations as they have a large member base in India. Already the number of hours spent per day on digital video in India has risen by 14.5% in the last 2 years. There are three key factors that make OTT video apps so appealing to the viewers. They are accessibility, control, and cost. Viewers are willing to pay more to have control over the programs they watch. That's why 50% of OTT users have multiple subscriptions. They are willing to pay to customize how they watch the videos. Viewers often feel they are paying too much for the cable subscriptions, which offer less accessibility and control, so that they can save money and improve their experiences through these OTT platforms. With these OTT platforms, we can rewatch a particular movie or a scene as per our wish as many times as we want. There are three types of OTT contents. The first one is OTT television, the second is OTT messaging, and the other is OTT voice calling. The OTT television is usually called as online television or internet television. It remains as the most popular OTT content. The signal is received over the internet or through a cell phone network, as opposite to receiving the signal from a terrestrial broadcast or a satellite. The access is controlled by the video distributor through either an app or a separate OTT dongle or a box connected to phone, PC, or smart television set. The record of simultaneous users watching an OTT event was set at 18.6 million by Disney's Indian video streaming platform Hotstar. The second is OTT messaging. It is defined as instant messaging services or online chat provided by the third parties as an alternative to text messaging services provided by the mobile phone network. An example is Facebook-owned mobile application WhatsApp that serves to replace the text messaging on internet-connected smartphones. Other providers of OTT messaging include WeChat, FaceTime, Skype, Telegram, and now the defunct Google Allo. The other type of OTT content is OTT voice calling. It is provided by Skype, WeChat, WhatsApp, etc. Uses the open internet communication protocols to replace and sometimes enhance existing operator control services offered by the mobile phone operators. These streaming services shook up what viewers were used to. They introduced a new way of access to the shows and movies they love. They gave viewers an alternative to restrictive and expensive cable or satellite options. Most of all, they expanded our collective imagination on the ways that entertainment can work and make revenue. Over the time, as the OTT grew more popular, different types of OTT services flourished through the market. Today in 2020, the selection of TV and video services have never been more diverse. And the way these OTT revenue models operate is equally as diverse. As every coin has two sides, OTTs also have disadvantages. The downside of streaming media from a website is that the videos are only available online. The option limits access to the material to the people who don't have an online presence. Another disadvantage of streaming media from a website is that it requires a stable internet connection. Frequent advertisements in some free OTT platforms may annoy the viewers. The new trend of releasing new movies via OTT platforms are a severe threat to the future movie theaters. Some facts about OTT platforms are to be known. OTT does not have the same capabilities as a web browser. There are no cookies and no flash. Also, due to somewhat closed nature of OTT devices, digital ads and third-party tags from other platforms may be incompatible on OTTs. OTT is the fastest growing media and entertainment segments. OTT services are hugely popular and are a fraction of cost of premium cable services. Notwithstanding the impact of COVID 19, we can only imagine that the OTT services will continue to acquire even larger audience over the next 5 years and solidify their position as a dominant force in content distribution. I personally do prefer OTT platforms than theaters because they offer us more content for a single subscription which is affordable. It gives a pleasant feel and relief from our home itself. As these OTT platforms can be accessed through mobile phones, laptops, and tablets, I can watch whatever I want irrespective of my place. Especially, I have spent the best time with these OTT platforms even though this is a pandemic period. These acted as the alternatives for the hangouts with my friends. So, guys, that's it for this episode. Stay tuned to KPod, hashtag KaraPodcast. Thanks for listening.